With Thursday's matches still to play, a score of 30 points so far in Game Week 15 has seen a small rise up to 582k. It's been a nightmare in defence, with Tsimikas and Cash missing out completely while their teams kept clean sheets, and the other 3 defenders each earning 1 point. Arsenal conceded as many goals to Luton as in their previous 6 away matches combined. No returns from captain Mo Salah, who was subbed off just past the hour mark against Sheffield United, having recorded 4 shots including 1 big chance missed. Bukayo Saka continued with his recent flurry of assists, and Cole Palmer found his first open play goal of the campaign. Neither forward found the net, as Villa restricted Man City to just 2 shots, both of which came from Erling Haaland and were deemed big chances missed. Ollie Watkins attempted a match-leading 4 shots from inside the box. We've got another quick fire deadline to look forward to on Saturday morning, so let's move swiftly on to the transfer plans for Game Week 16. I had penciled in a change in defence this week, selling Joachim Andersen ahead of a tricky run of fixtures which includes Liverpool, Man City and Brighton in the next 3 game weeks. Matty Cash is also a concern, having seemingly lost his starting place, but I'd prefer to keep him from the 2 in the hope he makes a return by Game Week 18, where Villa hosts Sheffield United. Pedro Porro would be my preferred replacement, after Reece James was left out of the starting lineup midweek. The Spaniard has taken over the lion's share of set pieces since Maddison's injury, helping him create 4 big chances in the last 5 game weeks. Only Alexander-Arnold has fashioned more in that time among all players, with 6. Boosted by Romero's return from suspension, Spurs have a generous set of fixtures to come, including Nottingham Forest, Everton and Bournemouth in the next 5 game weeks. But Bryan Mbeumo rolled his ankle in the defeat to Brighton, shortly after dispatching a penalty to score the opening goal. It's early days yet in terms of team news, but if that injury proves serious enough for him to miss out against Sheffield United on Saturday, I would have to prioritise selling him with my 1 free transfer this week. I don't expect it will be worth holding him even if the injury is only short term, given Brentford's blank Game Week 18. Sterling and Hwang Chan are differentials to consider for his replacement, but I'm favouring the more template Antony Gordon, who's amassed 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 6 outings. During that period, he produced team-leading tallies of 12 shots and 21 touches in the opposition box. The next 4 game weeks offer promise for Newcastle's attack, particularly home ties with Fulham and Nottingham Forest. So Mbeumo to Gordon is the plan for Game Week 16, and here's how the team is set to line up. I'm planning to give Areola the nod over Dubravka, despite Fulham's recent joy in front of goal. They've scored 11 goals in their last 3 matches, but those include favourable home ties with Wolves and a struggling Nottingham Forest. Ange Postecoglou has been determined to stick with his attacking approach despite injury setbacks, and it paid off against Man City. I'm expecting them to kick on after that result and cause Newcastle some problems at the weekend. The defence looks a little out of shape, with Charlie Taylor perhaps in line for a start, unless there's any confidence from fans in a return for Matty Cash against Arsenal. In fairness, Burnley have tightened up of late, ranking 3rd best for XG conceded per game in the last 3 game weeks. Fatigue and injury could take their toll on Brighton, who fashioned just 3 big chances in their last 4 matches, with only Luton faring worse. I'm not holding out much hope for a clean sheet from Gabriel, after Villa's impressive win over Man City. They're a force to be reckoned with at home, where they've won 14 successive league matches. In line for a recall after a midweek rest, Kostas Tsimikas faces a struggling Crystal Palace with 3 defeats from 4. The Eagles have scored just 4 goals in that spell, with only Sheffield United managing fewer. Spurs top scorer Son Heung-min takes on a Newcastle side that could struggle with the tight turnaround, given their lack of available players. They've kept just 1 clean sheet in 6 away matches this season, shipping an average of 1.7 goals per game. With returns in each of the last 4 game weeks, Bukayo Saka trails only Salah for points among midfielders. He's carved out a leading 14 attempted assists in that time, while his 4 big chances created ranks joint top with Bernardo and Alexander-Arnold. Cole Palmer has accrued 3 goals and 3 assists across his last 5 away matches, averaging 7.8 points per game. Only Mbeumo and Salah can improve on his 3.4 expected goal involvements in that spell. but Everton have tightened up with just 8 goals conceded in their last 6 matches, where only Arsenal and Newcastle have allowed fewer big chances. Ollie Watkins remains the top scoring forward in home matches this season, with an average of 7.6 points per game. He's recorded a leading 6.6 expected goal involvements, resulting in 5 goals and 5 assists. Aston Villa have scored a league-high 3.4 goals per game at home. Captaincy is almost certainly between the 2 big hitters once again. Liverpool have the early kick-off against Crystal Palace, but Mohamed Salah is well placed for minutes after his early withdrawal midweek. The Eagles are without a clean sheet in their last 4 matches, conceding 8 goals and 8 big chances. Luton have fared slightly worse defensively in that time, despite showing plenty of fight. They've shipped 9 goals, and only Sheffield United, Chelsea and Spurs have allowed more big chances than their 11. So in yet another close call, it's Erling Haaland who's set to wear the armband on this occasion.